Adam says he wants to say hello. Adam Chochome.
Okay, my boss.
No more.
Yes, daddy.
The way now they wait for you, no.
Oh, Poppy.
You know, be easy, cry. Wait. I mean, I'm pa.
Oh, Poppy, I'm very sorry. I beg you, please. Tomorrow I'll make it.
Sure.
All right. Thank you, Tiny. We'll be expecting you tomorrow then.
Thank you too. Thank you
All
for understanding.
right. Okay. So you just heard Tiny there. He was supposed to have been on by now, but he's unable to make it. He is coming here tomorrow. So please forgive him and forgive us too. Now, let's get straight to action. Now, there is an artwork circulating on social media. Okay, I had this artwork from the Creative Art Agency. It has the inscription, "Walk with Creatives plus Wachi Party." Doreen, behave. Walk with Creatives plus Wachi Party. So it has the inscription of Creative Art Agency on top with their logo. With on the left we have one hefty leg there. It means that the leg is ready to walk. Another one at the other side, it has the picture of President Mahama, has the picture of Honorable Ablanji Gomashi, Minister of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, has the picture of Gideon Ayikwe, who is the Executive Secretary of the Creative Art Agency, has the picture of Honorable Yusuf Jaja, who is the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts. And this is happening on 25th October, Saturday, 6 a.m. from the Elwak Sports Stadium to Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Okay, so that's the walk for the Creative Art Agency. And it means that what it means is that the industry is supposed to converge at Elwak Stadium on Saturday, walk to Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. This is an exercise being put together by the Creative Art Agency. Now, after I shared this on social media, I've seen some comments. I would like to read some of the comments before I bring in Adam and Martinez. All right. This one says, "Left to me alone, no creative should step foot there. This is all they'll keep doing with you because they don't respect you." Yes, they don't respect you. This is coming from NYDJ Ebenezer Donko, who is a broadcaster and also an entertainment journalist. Yeah, he wrote this on social media. Another comment from Mel Kwesi Davis. He's also an industry man. He's part of FOCAP, the Vim crew. Mel says, "Core functions of the CAA," that's the Creative Art Agency, span managing the industry, advising the minister on standards, sourcing and managing, finance, investment, facilitating professional development and training, doing research and documentation, overseeing infrastructure for the creative art industry, enforcing royalty distribution frameworks, maintaining registers of operators. And he says, yes, a health walk is fine, but let's not confuse the mirror for the engine. The Creative Art Agency's real job is not to throw wholesome community events. It is to build the engine for Ghana's creative economy, standards, market access, innovation, investment, rights protection. If it spends its energy on everything but that engine, we will continue to cheer on-state talent while Okay, so this is from Mel Kwesi Davies, also writing this word to us. Now, we're asking this morning. This is an initiative put together by the Creative Art Agency for the industry. Adam, is this what the industry needs?
Kwame, I've heard and I've read the comments made. I want to say that industry, we complain too much, and at times we miss out on certain things due to some, and at times we also criticize too much, and end up losing the very thing. It's like the issue of the studio when the then government, through the instrumentality of Mr. Honorable Makra, wanted to put up a studio. You saw the outcome, the bash. The bashment. They received. Now it made them felt that the industry doesn't need it. They shelved that plan, and later on, the industry was clamoring for it. When Joe Metzel recently opened his studio, you saw the comments people were passing. The government couldn't do this. Meanwhile, a government wanted to set up a studio. The industry crucified the leader who was, proposing that initiative. At times, we need to hasten slowly with our criticism. Just give people benefit of doubt. Maybe if we had given the then government that benefit of the doubt, we would have had a humongous studio. You may never know. But due to what we did, they took their legs off the paddle to get at a studio. And if you've been amongst creative, at times we always want to be seen as it be we where we say it be we where we like Gangalia. So if you if you did the other side, if you did the other side, it means it be you be the don. It's not always that you have to be on the other side. Kwame, there is something called stakeholder relations. Now, when you talk about stakeholder relations, it's about a way of fostering some relationship between an institution or organization and its publics or other groups. Now, the reason stakeholder relations is very important is that at times, through stakeholder relations, you are able to engage groups, organizations.
We're talking about a walk.
I'm coming. Whose your programs can affect or impact, and that group too, their activism and other things can also impact you. So this is a creative ad agency whose policies, among others, can impact a certain sect of people. Now, that sect of people too, their reactions, among others, can impact that agency. Now, if you are a leader and you have just come to office, the smartest thing to do is to engage that group which your policies can affect. Now, when you engage them, you are able to either share some of the plans you have, because at times you can have the plan, like the studio. People were saying they didn't consult us. Now, the plans you may have, it can get to a point that maybe that is not the aspirations of the group. So you create a platform where both of you can come together. Then through that platform, you listen. You either
that is through the work.
I'm coming. You either propose some of the things you want to do, and you take feedback, or you now understand their interests as a group, aspirations, concerns. Then, as a smart leader, you find a way to manage that based on what you have on your chest. You don't just start by zooming straight into action.
There is
and
a
I'm coming.
blueprint
And
already.
I'm coming.
There is a blueprint
I'm coming.
already.
I'm coming.
The act is there.
I'm coming.
You're supposed to deliver on your mandate. Okay.
Even the constitution, the laws of the land, we call something the spirit and the letter. It doesn't mean that everything should be cast in stone. At times, there's an informal kind of setup.
Yeah.
And that is where at times you can even get the most salient, you can even get the people in their real self, in natural self, than maybe Yakotina Kempiskina. Okay, bring your views. Those things at times you do not even get the right information. But this casual setting, that is where a lot of things will happen. And I'm sure there is a reason. There is a certain reason behind it. It's not just going to be work. That is why it is a work stroke what? Watch it. Just to bring some casual
What
and,
do you
and make
of
people feel free.
saying that they're just going to waste money on this when they could sit down and really follow up on the policies that have not
Then I tell you, if you are saying this, then there is no need engaging your publics. But engaging your public is very crucial to the success of any organization. And if you think that just stepping up, for all you know, there are some challenges people have. If you bring Robert here,
Yeah.
and you give him the creative art, the document which was nearly passed by the SY government, Robert will raise issues. He has always complained about certain aspects which should have been captured in it. Now, such an opportunity comes. Robert goes. And
Like
the leader, yes, the leader raised some of these things they want to do. Do you think Robert will keep quiet? He will raise this point that comedians have raised issues with that document, which is later going to be a governing policy of the industry. Now, if these comedians have an opportunity to be with this man, can't they put their concerns through? It is not always that things must be that stringent, strict.
Beyond the social cohesion and what you're saying, what other benefits will this work bring us?
The other benefits this work will bring us is what I've put forward, that stakeholder relation. And the stakeholder relation has all the importance. If you go and read on stakeholder relations, and you understand that it is like a cocktail which has a lot of things to address. I don't think the object of the work is health. No. I mean, if you look, it will be like looking at it on the surface level. If you look at it, you take it from a walk, and we are going to eat, you will actually make a mistake. The object is not just a walk, but the object is to assemble a group in an industry, understand their aspirations, know their concerns, test your plans for them, and find a way to manage. And it helps you to analyze, which is one key aspect of stakeholder relation, analyzing those concerns which will be brought forward by some of these things. So we shouldn't look at it on the work level. If you do that, it will be superficial.
Doreen wants to say something.
So I wanted to ask you, because I'm a stakeholder, and I'm asking myself, why do I want to go and walk and eat wachi? Now, I'm asking myself this question, and I don't think I want to go. Relax. I don't want to go. Now, secondly, this flyer that is out, is it an individual flyer? Like, is it a flyer that was sent to people individually? Or because I am only seeing it on Kwame's page. If Kwame didn't post it, I wouldn't have seen it. And now that I've even seen it, as I said, I'm not motivated to go. Now, you said something, and I feel that, yes, we don't have to sit at Kempiski or anything to do anything, but Adam, you and I know, even before you can get to relate to people, sometimes you need that audience to even, yes, you can, however you have to do, but walk and watch. And you're saying that we are not working. What are we working for then? I'm
saying the object is not the work. I mean, if you are a student of stakeholder relations and you look at the flyer, you know that the object is not just a work, but the object is to, break a certain barrier between. I'm coming.
Is that communication out there,
Relax.
or you are the one sharing?
No,
that
me.
right now?
I'm looking at the flyer and I'm seeing more than just a walk. So I'm asking, where is the office of Creative Art Agency? You understand? A lot of people do not know a lot about that agency. And this presents an opportunity for people to be able to ask certain questions. There's an informal setting, so it makes you feel at ease to ask so many things which are bothering you. And this...
Okay, I'm not cutting you, but I've seen the artwork here on the page of the Creative Arts Agency. So let me go back. Okay. So this one, 3 days ago, there are different types. The one I posted was just one of them.
Okay.
There are different ones. Some are individual personalities on the flyer. So, for example, this particular one has the minister herself. This one has the minister. Okay. This one has the deputy minister. This one has tourism CEO, DTA CEO. Okay. Then they posted Shatter's concert as well. This one has Abeku Santana. All right. This one has James Gardner. This one has Kafui Danku. So they have posted on their social media handles. I'll come back to you later. Sammy Flair says Homongo Studios don't produce hits. Okay. let me get to the phone lines now and talk to the Executive Secretary of the Creative Arts Agency, Mr. Gideon Ayekwe. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Kwame. How are you?
We're fine. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Are we getting ready for Saturday?
Oh, yes, we are. We're all geared up.
Ready to walk?
Yes, we are.
What is the inspiration behind this initiative?
Well, Kwame, as you may be aware, when I took over at the Creative Arts Agency, I encountered a myriad of issues. Those of them quite conventional and traditional. Others that were also incorporated. I decided that, look, let me find a way of solving these issues. So that's in the bank. The other thing is that a lot of our creatives do not even know they belong to the creatives. They don't even know they are creatives. I was talking to my barber, for example, a very experienced barber, somewhere in someone with a very posh salon. He doesn't even know he's a creative. Now, as part of our mandate, we're supposed to register and license every single enterprise under the creatives. Now, the only way we can get to them is to get first the domains, and then we get the associations, and then the information will be disseminated down there. Now, we're supposed to register these people, mind you, across the country. And you would agree with me that when it comes to the creative community, it is the biggest you can ever find compared to any of the agencies under the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts. And so the onus on us is quite huge, but then we need to sensitize the people, let people know where they belong, who they belong to, so at least we can make this easier for us. So we find a way. First of all, there are associations that are already organizing and individuals that are already organizing their programs. We have a series of programs that we can organize to bring everybody together, sensitization programs, education, and all that, to bring everybody on board. But then how do you get their attention? First, we organize this walk. It's a national one in Accra. Wherever you are, you can join in. But we're hoping that at least it will bring together those in the Greater Accra region, and especially in Accra, which is indeed a very mighty, mighty population. I mean, bring everybody together for us to be aware of what's going on, what the Creative Arts Agency intends to do, the projects that it has in store, and then looking ahead, welfare issues and all that, all those problems that they've been talking about. There's a platform, first draw their attention, and then we put across all these things to them. Mind you, after this one, we're going to have a complete rebranding of the Creative Arts Agency. Complete rebranding, because we did not get access to a website. We did not get access to any of the social media platforms. And so we had to create all these all over again. We did not even have a post office box. We did not have a telephone
Gideon,
number.
I'll come back to you on the website and all that. But how would you respond to a comment like this? This one from Ebenezer Donko, NYDJ, who is a broadcaster with YFM in Kumasi. And he wrote this comment yesterday when I posted the artwork on Facebook. He says, "Left to me alone, no creative should step foot there. this is all they'll keep doing with you because they don't respect you. Yes, they don't respect you one bit. How would you respond to a comment like this?
Well, this I would classify as a very unfortunate comment coming from another creative. Probably he doesn't know he's a creative, but then there's a very unfortunate comment coming from this member of the Creative Association, and indeed from one of my alma mater, if I can call it that way, as far as radio is concerned. I had read that, Beneza, you should know that I was rather expecting you to encourage creatives to be part of this. Just even go and listen, go and watch, go and see what's going on. Indeed, work is not the only prerogative of the Creative Arts Agency. No, it's not even part of it. But you see, you must find a strategy, you must find a way of getting people's attention. Apart from that, I mean, come to think of it, health walk. I mean, anybody will tell you that, I mean, you need to be health conscious as far as we're concerned. There are people who, they just move about. I mean, somebody will tell you that, look, I was just talking to him yesterday, and this morning I've just had the news that he's no more. Look, we have a lot of ailments that we're not even aware of. I mean,
Gideon, but there are others who also believe that this is not your core mandate to be organizing walks and other events. How do you respond to that?
Well, as I explained earlier, the Creative Arts Agency has its core mandate, which is to regulate the industry to the best of its ability. But then we also need the attention of the individuals within the industry to be able to do this successfully.
All right.
So this is one way of getting their attention. Indeed, I have read his comments, but then the response that I have had from the creatives, pretty overwhelming. And people thought that a lot of them thought that, no, this is in the right direction, and that this is quite unique. You know, you need to find ways, of getting people's attention, winning people to your side, and all that. When regards to our mandate, let him rest assured that there are too much to look up to, too much to expect, and with time, you'll get to appreciate all that.
How much are you committing to organizing this event, the walk?
Absolutely nothing at all. We have our agencies who have a good idea of helping out, and then individuals also supporting us with sponsorships. So, as you know, CAA itself, does not have any cash down, and so it would have to rely on friends and corporate entities to be able to help us out. Some are giving us water, others are providing whatever platforms we need. The logistics are being provided as sponsorships from friends. I can say it that way.
So, who is providing the wachi?
The water is being provided by wachi vendors. Now, as we explained earlier, it is not for free.
It's not for free, eh? Oh.
No, but it will be discounted.
I am disappointed.
No, it will be discounted. We have spoken to the water vendors, it will be discounted. And then even the vendors that are coming, the response that we got from them, we're scared that they might come and not be able to sell. And so we're trying to limit them so that at least those who are able to patronize will be able to break even. And we're not charging them. We're not charging the vendors for it.
Oh, okay. So the vendors will be located at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park?
They'll be located there. Yes,
okay.
They'll be located
so
there.
we all walk
for
from...
our dignitaries that would attend, we have paid one or two vendors to take care of them, and so we issue a sheet to you, food sheet to you to go give it to them, and then your food will be served. All others, these are creative.
Okay.
There are other, yes, of course, a restaurant has been opened at the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park as well, operated by our own Kofa Ejani. A fantastic restaurant. You are at liberty to go there. There will be other additions like Banquet Tilapia and all that for others.
Awesome. Gideon, is President Mahama coming?
Well, we don't have a confirmation that President Mahama is coming. We have written to his office. We're hoping that if it's not hard up, if it's not engaged, then he would love to be part of this. Yeah.
Okay. The initial flyer we had has him on.
Yeah, because it is his desire. As you can see, we're highlighting the minister and the deputy who are working hard. and then the president decided to see the creative succeed, and then we think that we need to pay him homage by acknowledging him on the flyer.
Please, before you go, the website issue. Do you now have a website?
We have a website developed, which we would when we do our rebranding on the 31st of October. That's a Friday. So we're going to see the website. It's going to be very interactive, very comprehensive. Everything you need will be there. Once you are tech savvy, if you need some information, you don't have to walk into our offices or even call. You can go on and be able to access it. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gideon Ayikwe. Yeah, Robert?
I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
Office. Where is his office?
The office? Yeah, your office, where is it located?
Well, our office is located on the premises of the Bureau of Ghana Languages. You know, they have the main block, which is a story building, and then they have two blocks on both sides as you enter. So we share the same premises with the Bureau of Ghana Languages. In fact, that where we are being housed now belongs to the Bureau of Ghana Languages.
Okay, thank you very much for your time this morning. You just heard Gideon Ayikwe, Executive Secretary of Creative Arts Agency, speaking to us this morning on the Walk with the Creatives. Yeah, happening on Saturday. This Saturday. Okay. Who was on the floor? Doreen?
He asked me a question.
So please wrap up.
Yeah. So for me, all I'll say is that, for every leader, for you to succeed, you need to prioritize stakeholder relationship, because it helps you identify, certain concerns, help you analyze it, and also find a way in addressing those concerns. And I think this is clearly the object of the work.
All right.
And give him the benefit of the doubt. He's just new in office. If you give him the benefit of the doubt and you don't see anything, fire him. Or you encore. It's that simple.
Thanks for your humongous comment.
Thank you, Dada Edem.
Yeah. Martinez, are you working with us on Saturday?
I hope so. So, quite well.
Is it a good idea? Is this what we need?
It's a good idea. He's explained it, and I'm sure everyone who listened to him clearly understand his points. It's normal when you come up with an initiative or an idea, some will kick against it or maybe rise against it. I don't think they hate it wholly, or maybe they hate it in general, but it's just an opinion or view they try to share because they feel there are pressing issues to be tackled than this. But of course, as much as we believe so, the agency also must live. And when I say that, I mean they must find a way to also be more relevant or very close to the people to get that, relationship, especially when the authorities are new. And so we can understand. My only challenge is that it has to take you to get into their space for them to explain into details. I don't think social media is enough. I don't think so. Because if you post the artwork or put the information there and probably leave it thinking maybe it will get down to the people, it might not go the way.
What do you want them to do?
You see, Kwame, since it's coming from them, I believe it's very official. And so if they had strategically allowed a rep, to also go on the traditional media platforms.
Oh, okay.
To throw more light on it, I think it will make more sense, in quotes, to the people. They will feel much respected than just maybe finding it on social media.
Are you sure about that?
Of course. Because
will that not just be an extension of the mediums? Because social media is also a platform. It's a medium of communication.
Yes, that's why I said I don't think that alone is enough.
I'm talking about the respect part that you brought in. That if it is not on traditional media, they don't respect the people. That's what you mean?
I'm not saying if it's not on traditional media, it's not going to be respected. But I'm saying that coming from the agency, it's more official. So if you have a rep, at least since this is very important, this is something that is dear to their heart, then there should be someone, who will come out and throw more light on this, make it more, I'm
not contesting that. As for traditional media, they need it. There is nothing wrong with them sending people to various radio stations to even conduct interviews. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying that where you use the respect, that when people hear that on traditional media, they feel more respected. That is what I'm saying, that they have posted all the artworks on their Creative Art Agency Facebook page for the past 4 or 5 days or so. And that is another medium of communication. So the respect part is what I'm asking you about.
Yeah, because the way some are saying, you read some of the comments, some are saying they don't respect us. They shouldn't be, fellow creatives shouldn't go and all of that. That is what I'm saying, that if we had someone on radio, like let's say on Hitz FM this morning.
But he just spoke to us.
That's what I'm saying, that it has to take you at a team to get into their space.
Because he sends
because like I say,
the artwork to me. Because he knew I was a media person. He sent the artwork to me. And it's the reason we called him this morning.
So you are saying it's been on social media for like 5 days or something? Just mention. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything
but now you
about
know.
it. Yes. But that's what I'm saying, that alone is not enough.
Okay.
That's my point. Because how many people will even go on social media to see that?
Because if he hadn't come here.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's my issue. How many people? Because maybe... for me, I think that's where the challenge is. Yes, if they had make it,
publicity, you mean, is low.
Yes, like a deliberate move. If they had been intentional about it, getting someone from the office or from the team, at least to seek for some airtime or space, to throw more light on it. That
on other platforms, because the man himself has spoken here, so we are good with that.
Yeah, even before this, that's what I'm saying. So it
should have happened earlier.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's my point.
Okay.
Because I think some people might have issue because they feel the artwork was just put on social media and it looks like it is something that they don't see it's serious, especially coming from an agency of that nature. So they need to take some of these things into consideration.
Mr. Clark.
Yes, Chief.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Are you working with us on Saturday?
Yeah, hopefully. Why not? It's just at 8 o'clock.
It's 6 a.m.
At 6?
Yeah, 6 a.m.
Okay, all right. But we are supposed to be here too, so I'm just thinking of what it means.
Oh, we're supposed to be here by 9, before 9.
Robert has even drawn attention to something. It's like a lot of creatives who will be having shows on Saturday. So imagine some of them might come,
But are there shows that early in the morning?
Kwame, you know how it is. Somebody will not leave Kaswa and come.
Creatives don't even wake up early.
And come for a walk, and then maybe
they don't wake up
go
early.
back home to go and get ready and come back.
No, but
all right.
I think that there are quite a number of people who are not going to be on air. So if we are 5 of us are here, it doesn't necessarily mean that majority of the folks will not be there. I'm just speaking to him in terms of him asking me
If
I am going to be there. So I
was tempted to speak for others too.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that creatives, at least there are 3 key traits that we always show. First one has to do with the fact that most of us have ideas. And so for one thing that is going to be executed, we'll have like multiple ways of achieving the same thing. The other thing is that we don't just have the ideas, we have opinions that we want to share. And beyond that, the last one probably is the fact that we have a platform or we have platforms to share these opinions. So in dealing with creatives, you always have to consider what people are going to say or how people are going to respond, to what you are doing. Because sometimes you may even have a good idea, but if it is not pitched to the people properly, it will not see the light of day. Yeah. And once it doesn't see the light of day, well, they will get to know that it was a good idea. It could be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years later, but at the time that it came out, it was killed and it's been killed, and we'll just move on. So for me, it's about understanding the people that we're dealing with and knowing how to work with them. I think one of the biggest challenges we have is the fact that we haven't, unlike the NFA, we haven't received, or there's no general information about what the Creative Arts Agency is planning on doing.
Okay.
There is no document, so to say. So I would probably encourage them, and it's not probably, I think I would encourage them to want to share something.
Give
like
us
that.
something.
Yes, because you see, if we do have a thing like that, then we know these are the major things you have set in place to ensure that your core mandates, the elements of the core mandates, are acted upon. Then when we hear that, oh, you are having something of an informal nature just to be able to sensitize the space about the creatives and their various domains, we understand that it is part of the big picture. But if we don't know what is in the plan for the big picture or towards the big picture, it becomes a bit difficult for you to appreciate this on its own, because maybe you haven't seen much, and then you see this and you're asking yourself, so wait, what is happening to the areas of the core mandate? Now, I mean, Gideon just said, yes, he knows what the core mandates are. This is not directly in line with the core mandate, but it's about sensitization. So you'd realize that they are aware of it and they have some plans, but the question is, what are those plans? So can you
The people
share-
don't know the
people
plans.
don't know it. So people need to know what the big plans are, so that when they see these things happening, they understand that it is part of the big picture.
Yeah.
So that people don't come, heavy at you. That's one. And then two, knowing the big picture is not even enough if it is shared. It has. We need to have a formal presentation, so that people can, make contributions. So it ties into the stakeholder conversation that Adam was trying to highlight. That the stakeholder conversation is very, very important, just so that people would be able to interact or interface with whatever plans they are, appreciate the elements in there, understand where the focus and the dream is, where we are going toward, how we are going to get there, when elements within the plans are going to be executed, what the desired impact is going to be like, all the elements, what the controls, etc., is going to be like, so that we can feel strong about this particular space. Because again, this is one of the newest agencies created under the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Arts and Culture. And so we need to be able to give it some life. We need to be able to ensure that it comes into the space. Now, why I'm saying that this is very important is because, think about this. If you take the UNCTAD classification, you get 4 main areas. And then when you break down further, you will get 9. And this 9, if you even stretch it further, in terms of the granular elements, you get over 30 areas within the creative arts.
Yeah.
Now, he's mentioning that a lot of people don't know they are in the creative arts. So we need to define what the creative arts industry is and let people know whether they are part of it or not. So what exactly do we need to do in this particular space? We need to find a way to bring them together. If this is one of the ways, okay, noted. But if they don't know their members, they really don't know their members. So we still need to be able to figure out who the members are. But one of the key areas that we know is strong in this space, even if you take at the higher level, in terms of when we are talking about heritage arts and functional creations, one of the key things that stands, that's the fourth one, is media. So media is actually part of the creative arts. So if media is part, imagine if you've had that particular session with the stakeholders and you are directly engaging media. There is nothing that you drop that they will not be able to disseminate for you without having, the entire masses, getting information about exactly what's happening and when it's going to happen. So I think that stakeholder conversation almost immediately, so that we can understand and appreciate exactly what the big picture is and what the elements have been designed to carry us from where we are at to where we ought to be, that thing needs to be held so that contributions from the industry folks can be made.
So you think the work is a good idea?
So it depends on, I'm saying, it depends on how you do it, and it depends on, and the fact that it is part of your big picture and strategy. I mean, there's absolutely no problem. But what is important is that the people are asking for certain things, and we need to also pay attention to that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Hitz 103.9 FM talking about the Creative Arts Agency embarking on a walk on Saturday from the Elwak Stadium to the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. 6 a.m. is the time for you to be there, to converge, and then go to the Nkrumah Park. You eat wachi, but it's not free.
Charlie, let me quickly add that. So, for example, in terms of this, if sensitization is sort of the key things that's supposed to be done, we should get a lot of the media folks in there.
Exactly.
And we should be able to clearly say we want to achieve this level of sensitization. And so media help us achieve, I don't know, something. But that's what I'm saying, that it depends on how it's executed.
Exactly.
So they should do that.
Today is
so
Tuesday.
so
we have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
They need to go harder with that. I mean, and get a lot of folks there, because I mean, all the stakeholders have their varied powers. Some have they have power. Some also are a group you need to give a lot of information to, so that they can disseminate the information, and they need to really, intensify their actions or their way of getting everyone there. We have some few days to go, so they shouldn't just post it and sit. They need to do a lot of database rich the database, and ensure that everyone is aligned.
The domains are there. The domains of so they need to reach out. I'm sure they'll reach out.
And
but
even
they
their
also
flyer,
need
they've added the domains on one of their
have
flyers.
You written all the domains? Like the names have been written on
I've seen here
on the flyer.
Rep your domain, one of the flyer.
Okay.
All right.
Film and screen industry,
Great.
music industry, fashion, beauty, modeling, visual arts industry, new media, creative services, literary arts and book industry, theater arts industry, IP rights and collective society, phonography industry, traditional culture expressions. Rep your
But the
domains.
phonography, they should pay
Not
attention
the one,
to it,
not the
so
one
that
we-
we don't invite some people there.
Not the
It
one
is-
we HO.
It is phonography.
We
It
know
is-
you.
Everybody say. It is
Mama Nkosi's.
phonography. So the other people, please don't come there.
Oh, no, but if they are actors. What do you want? If they are-
Ajay.
Adam,
They are
they are part of the film.
creative industry.
Adam, do you belong to the phonography?
Which Adam?
Hey, Martinez,
Adwum boni abadisi. Adwum ono apesa omuba.
If it's about that, then that question is for them.
Martinez, do you belong to the phonography industry or the P1?
That question should be directed to Adam.
And Martinez, your final words.
Tools bawa na mubemu.
Martinez, your final words.
Yes, sir. Kwame, it's a good idea. I mean, we need to get a very good relationship with each other as an industry. So if this is going to be an opportunity, then for me, I think there's nothing wrong with it. And it's going to help the agency as well, because clearly everything is explained for us to understand what actually is their target or their goal. The complaint is enough. I think we just have to give them the benefit of the doubt. If you want to have something to say, then we should go. At the end of the day, we should follow what they are doing. And then afterwards, if we don't see anything concrete out of it, then we can make a solid point or maybe a strong point against the agency. But for us to be in our comfort zones and then make such, I don't want to use certain word, but some comments I think are very discouraging.
But aren't people allowed to vent their displeasure at issues like this?
It's very necessary. I mean, especially when there are high hopes, especially when you feel maybe the previous administration didn't deliver the way they are supposed to deliver. And so when it happens like that, it's like expectations are very high when you are new in office. But whichever way, we cannot put all the blame on them, especially when it's their early days.
One last question. No, this is supposed to be your final words, but the NDC has been in power for how many?
For like 9 months or 10 months.
For 9 months?
Yeah,
Or
I think,
10
yeah,
months?
yeah.
Okay, Gideon says he assumed office sometime in February.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so-
even if it's 9 months,
Yeah.
looking at what they have done so far, do you think that is appreciable? It's something that we should say, okay, they've done something.
For me, I think that what I see is this crop are a little sensitive to industry issue. I mean, when people started raising issues, especially when our two heroes died, Daddy Lumba and
Okay.
Daddy Kedi.
Dada Kedi.
I mean, if you were Kwame, I was there with you when they held a press conference to, say that they are giving him assisted barrier. You saw how the family was very, very happy. They have come on board, and with what they are doing with Lumba among others, it was something people were clamoring for, that government needs to come in. They are new, and with what they are doing. When he was on your show on Joy, I was really paying attention, and I really have a lot of expectation from Mr. Gideon Ayekwe, because he's done something great at GTA during the previous NDC's regime, and I believe that whatever he did at GTA, he can even replicate more at where we are, because there's a new industry or new setup without a lot of fundamentals to be able to be strong. Like you said, they need to have offices and register people across the country. It is a big job. So these reactions he's singing is also to tell them that people vex already. So if they can't do what happened last time, people go fire them well. So they need to sit up. This alone is a signal to them that Tali and Kofono Omumediago Omaeshipa. So they need to take us serious.
Robert, do you think 9-10 months is enough time to start assessing them?
Assessment there is supposed to be done as frequently as
periodically.
Possible. I have already said that I believe that every 6 months they should share with us what is happening, just so that we can also contribute, because it's for the creatives. It's our, well, not just creatives, but it's our lives. Like, it's our industry. It's supposed to feed us. It's supposed to be responsible for everything that we do. It's supposed to define what life means to us. So for me, it's about consistently reviewing what is being done, so we can make input if there is a need for input to be made, or for us to even appreciate what they are doing. So that one day I think it would have, and even without they asking or without you telling, people are going to make assessments on their own. Like I said, we all have, a lot of people have opinions, and we have the microphone as well. So usually these are things I would normally do. We share it. So for me, while all the good things are being done on their side, it's written in their books and everything, my only thing is if they can share with us, let us appreciate what is being done, so that it's easier for us to follow, and for us to not jump the gun, because we know exactly what they're about. It just helps put things into perspective when it's being executed, to avoid or limit or curtail the kind of backlash they would get within the space.
Martinez, 9 months, 10 months, is it a good time for us to say, hey, why not doing this and all that?
Of course. Of course. Once you are being paid with the taxpayers' money, the taxpayer will talk. And they know.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we have some messages here. Julio Gonzalez says that they should give us a break. This is not their job. And Clinton Corbett wrote that I'm getting tired of all this walk things. He goes on to say we want to see project startups and legacies put in place. What is the walk things? He went on to also write that, Charlie, time no deal. That watching money can buy cement to start something. Then Kofi A says that what would the work bring or add to the creative industry? And he puts in brackets Edem. And then there's more here, Edem. That question's for you. He said, what would that add to the creative industry? What would the work bring to the creative industry?
He should go and read on stakeholder relations.
Okay. And then he says, hey, Edem, this one too is for you. Hey, the respect I have for Edem has reduced by 10%. Is it by force to defend everything? Oh, I'm Hannah from Obuase. Julio goes on to say that they should give us a break. It's not their job. I think, yes, I have read these ones. Yes, these are the messages that have come.
All right.
So there you go. And before we go...
Okay, let's thank them. Let's thank our pundits.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Martinez, thank you, Adam.
You want to say shout out?
I'm sure we'll pack let's thank you.
No, the pack we have.
The
pack we have is in front of you.
Yes.
If you know
all is in front of you.
One pack.
Start to watch.
Yes.
Quick one.
Okay, shout out.
Yes.
Okay.
Prophet Joseph Atara.
Yes.
A very good morning to him. He has a new song out called Increase.
What? Increase?
Yes.
Increase. Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, increase.
Okay.
Increase.
So I'm urging everyone to check it out. So, it's a very good song.
It paid me say Saturday. I no go day the work. You know, Empress birthday is Saturday 25th. And
Eden,
having some.
Wow.
It paid me.
you are not going to work.
Oh, we have a program. You know, industry program
We hear you.
in the morning.
Okay.
We hear you.
When is she coming?
It's Empress.
Thank you
Day
very
Saturday.
much, Adam Mensah Chotame. Yeah, Betway is stepping it up to give their fans even more back with Betway rewards. Whenever you bet with sports or casino, you earn points that can be converted into cash. It's very, very easy. The best part is that you can convert whenever you want, and you can withdraw the funds or use them to place new bets. No strings attached. So start enjoying a whole new way to get rewarded with Betway, only at betway.com.gh.